as we go through life, it's possible to have encounters with situations or people that have a huge impact upon us. It could be that the meaning is so profound and that the ongoing implications for our life are so important and life-shaping that it's almost difficult for us to find words to describe it. In fact, if you're talking to somebody who hasn't had the same experience that you're trying to describe, it can be extremely difficult, almost impossible, to find the right words to describe what you've been through and the meaning and the impact of it. Because of course, with communication, you have to use words and ideas and concepts that are meaningful to the person with whom you are speaking. And yet, if the person with whom you are speaking is completely unfamiliar with the actual event that you're speaking about and the kind of impact that it's had on your life, it becomes challenging to express it. And so we reach for metaphors often. We say, well, it's like this, or it's a bit like that, or it would be as if you da-da-da. And I wonder if some of that kind of language might be being used when we get to this passage in Luke chapter 9, where Jesus is up a high mountain with a couple of his disciples, and some extraordinary things appear to take place. That passage is Luke chapter 9, verse 28 to 36. So Graham Tutt's going to preach this Sunday at Mustard Seed. Reverend Graham Tutt, we're really privileged to have him as part of our congregation, and he is going to take on the responsibility of talking with us about that passage and talking about glimpses of glory. So I look forward to hearing what Graham's got to say about that. But bear in mind that when you're trying to describe one of those edge of life experiences, when you're trying to convey to somebody something that's been so profoundly important and meaningful and life-changing for you, and they may not have had the same experience, so you can't just kind of go, we have to take words and ideas that are already familiar and then push them in new directions, push them past what they've previously meant. So have a read of that passage in Luke chapter 9, verses 28 to 36, and you might get an idea of what I mean. I'm not sure exactly which parts of the language is being pushed and which aren't, but I am very confident that this was an extraordinarily significant event for the disciples who witnessed it, and that they are straining with the language to convey how important that event was for them. So if you want to hear some more rumours of glory and discover how you can glimpse some of the glory of God, I'd recommend you come along and hear Graham on Sunday at Mustard Seed. He never disappoints. Excellent preacher, lovely bloke too. Often see him around here actually at 6 o'clock in the morning on his bike riding as I go walking. We're also going to share communion, Holy Communion. Rev Robin Davies. We have a suite of reverends, it would seem, in our congregation. So we've got me, I'm a Rev. We've got Rev Graham Tutt, who's going to be preaching, and Rev Robin Davies, who's going to lead us in Holy Communion. We'll have the Peoik bread rolls on hand and some lovely, what is it? It's Grant Burge Tawny. It's a really nice port. It's COVID safe, and we'll also have some non-alcoholic grape juice available. And you'd be most welcome to come and share Holy Communion with us on Sunday. We're also making plans for a pancake palooza on Shrove Tuesday before we have a meditation on Ash Wednesday, which is coming up in a week or so. Look forward to seeing you. Look forward to seeing people on the Zoom platform if they can't come in person, and look forward to you seeing us if you watch later on the Facebook Live recording or through the YouTube channel. But in whatever way you want to connect, we hope that God meets you and continues to stretch and bless you, that you might be the disciple that you are created to be. See you soon.